Phew, we finally made it. You're telling me that, man. That's the interchange. I've been waiting, human child. It is as Lord Nightmon predicted, thanks to being among you humans for so long. I am Craniamon. I have sworn fealty to Yggdrasil. You shall not pass. Where is Miss Rie? Where is Lord Nightmon? I need not respond. You are all to perish here. If I may, there's something I'd like to ask. Do you mind? Suedo, the human who assisted Lord Nightmon? The one who failed to catch on as he betrayed his own kind? How pitiful. Hehe, the facts are a little different than that. Well, we can quibble over trivialities later. What I mean to ask, Craniamon, is... Do you share Lord Nightmon's desire to see our physical world destroyed? Yggdrasil's will is the destruction of the human world. I do not intend to reap the lives of other organisms. I see. Well then, might I request your assistance? What do you mean? I would like to prompt humanity's evolution. Evolve our species from our pitiful, wretched existence into a form that can appreciate the utterly beautiful world that will soon be. Once that occurs, mankind can then live side by side with you Digimon without any issue, I should think. What do you think? It is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to aid in the evolution of a species. There's no grander chance for an intelligent life form than this. You'd surely like to help, yes? I cannot comprehend this. You speak nonsense. I have no answer for you. No matter what you request, to help you would be to help the humans. That would be the same as betraying Yggdrasil's orders. You ask the impossible of me. What's this? Blind obedience? How foolish. How dare you? You would mock my fealty?
全く嘆かわしい限りですね。変化すべき世界にとって歯車を止める小石のように厄介です。
You have given up all thought and lack your own sense of will, and that is beyond deplorable. You would halt the gears of a turning world? It is a pride and honor to owe fealty to Yggdrasil. Mocking that is unforgivable. With my Clayom Solais, I shall crush you and your nonsensical words. My, I see I've angered you. I apologize. Well then, I'll leave the rest up to you two. I am particularly ill-suited to roughhousing. Craniamon, the most loyal of the Royal Knights to Yggdrasil. He boasts incredible attack and unmatched defense. Well, for most Digimon, his shield is considered to be unbreakable, and that weapon of his, yeah, he can pack a punch. He can definitely pack a punch. So we almost have him taken down. He cannot take an intelligence attack, which that's good. There we go. So, with Antilamon, it's just better to use intelligence right now. He just has better physical defense than anything. Will-O-Wisp Slash, awesome. Let's actually go ahead and guard with Craniamon for now. Okay, so let's go ahead and heal Craniamon first. Cross up heal. Awesome. Okay, go ahead and do defense penetrating attack with Nitro Stinger. Awesome. And let's go ahead and use a Bunny Blade. Why not? Vault's End. Pretty strong attack, but we managed to survive it. Let's end this. And we get a Memory Up Deluxe. Awesome. Very well done, guys. You did great. To think I could lose and to be beaten so soundly. My heart was rife with confusion and doubt. I fear that these feelings, mere slivers though they were, could not be misgivings about Yggdrasil or Leopardmon and his companions. But indeed they were. That was my true weakness. You should have said something about it earlier. That is something to take joy in, Craniamon. Possessing weakness and harboring doubts show that you do have your own free will more clearly than anything else. That is an unmistakable change. I can positively affirm that. Feh, what a hateful yet strangely delightful existence you humans have. You are beyond my comprehension. Your words are brazen. You planned for it to go this way, didn't you? I won't dispute it. The facts are the facts. Regardless, sad necessities are still sad. Well, we've cut off the supply. Examon should begin to lose power. Mr. Suedo, were you also involved in my father's death? If so, then I have to. Your father's death was a tragedy.
彼が描いていたエデンの理想像は本当に素晴らしかった。私にとっては数少ない心の底から尊敬できる方でしたよ。
Your father's vision for Eden was truly wonderful. He was one of the very few men I have ever held real respect for.
ロードナイトモンの暴走を止められなかったことを私は今でも悔やんでいます。
I still regret that I was unable to halt Lord Nightmon's rampage.
それに家族を失う悲しみは理解しているつもりです。
I also know the pain of losing a family member.
ロードナイトモンは父の作ったエデンがデジタルワールドを蝕んだと。
Lord Nightmon said that the Eden my father built is what brought ruin to the digital world.
父やその子供たちにも罪があると言っていました。
She said that my father and his children were guilty of sin.
だから人間を滅ぼすのだと。自業自得だと。
And that we shall reap what we have sown in the form of humanity's destruction.
本当にそうなんですか？あなたは真実を知っているんじゃないですか？
Is that really true? You must know the truth of what happened.
おやめなさい。悲しい記憶を取り戻すのは新田君だけで十分です。
Please desist. It is enough that only Arata should recover his sad memories.
しかし私の理想が叶えば
And yet, if my vision is ever to be realized,
全ての人間が悲しみから解放されます。私もあなた方もあなた方の大切な人々も
all humans will be freed from sadness. Myself, you, those you hold dear,
もちろん新田君
and Arata as well, of course.
私はこの世界から悲しみを
I must drive out grief from this world.
生まれてしまった悲しみを生み出す原因を悲しみが生まれる可能性ごと駆逐しなければならない。
All grief, all causes of grief, and all possibilities for grief gone for good.
人間も世界も私がこの手で進化させてみせる。
Humanity and the world itself will evolve, guided by my own hands.
めちゃくちゃです。正気とは思えません。そんなことできるはずないのに。
That's crazy. You must be insane. There's no way that's possible.
そうですね。できませんね。今は。
You're right. It's not possible now.
これも悲しい事実の一つです。
This is also a sad fact.
ではまたいずれ。
Until we meet again, as I'm sure we will.
悲しみをなくしたい。人間を進化させる。
The end of grief, the evolution of humanity.
そんなこと不可能に決まっています。あまりに子供じみています。
Those things simply aren't possible. He's nothing but a bratty child.
でも絵空事を言っているようには見えなかった。狂っているようにも。
Yet, he didn't seem like he was murmuring pipe dreams, or like he was insane.
私には彼が理解できない。
I can't understand him. I see. Nice work. You might have stopped the digital wave supply to Examon, but given his sheer data volume, we're not liable to see a big effect right away. For now, we'll have to wait and see. I must be going then. Goodbye. Oh, and Ami? I'm sorry for the nasty things I said earlier. I was stuck thinking about Miss Rie. I wasn't in the right headspace. You know, when we met, when I said all that... What, you don't know what I'm talking about? Then, never mind. I said never mind, just forget it. You're something else, Ami. I said to forget it, didn't I? Then I'll make you forget it. Which do you prefer, hacking or a crowbar? So you've forgotten then? Alright then, no problem. I must be going then. Goodbye once more. It seems as if Yuko Kamishiro has changed somehow. Something happened? Oh, you summoned her Yuko the Black-Hearted version? Perhaps it's her doppelganger or something. No, if that was the case, she couldn't talk to us. Doppelgangers can't open their mouths. Then my next guess would be bilocation. She created another copy of herself through force of will. But why and to what end? Fascinating. Or it might also be an expression of her persona. Everyone knows that she grew up wearing several different masks. The daughter of a CEO, the leader of a hacker team, the unhappy girl growing up alone. It wouldn't be much of a stretch for her to use these abilities to serve her in the real world. This has gotten interesting. This is how a mystery case should be, rife with riddles. If you say so, boss. But at least we got a smile out of her. Really, what you should really have are friends from the parallel world. Okay, Rina. Well, what's next, boss? It's not going to affect Examon for a while. Go be productive, take on some cases. Ego searching isn't really my thing, but apparently now there's a Nakano bulletin board. Go take a look if that's what you're into. We'll do so in just a moment, boss. We just had a pretty easy fight against Craniamon. But I say, this is definitely the time. Let's begin. From the bottom up. Antilamon Dark Digivolve 2. Cherubimon. The evil Cherubimon. Absolutely cool. I like how he looks. He was one of the main villains in Digimon Frontier, and also the mini movie of Digimon Adventure 2 with, what was his name? Wallace? I forget. Lightning Spear, Intelligence Penetrating Strong Electric Attack on one foe, awesome. 10 to crit, more, even more awesome. Special skill, Evil Heart, increases amount of SP received from absorption effects by 30%. That's gonna be pretty useful, so I need to get Physical Drain and Spirit Drain on pretty much everyone that we're gonna be using him with. So, awesome. Let's see here. So, His attack is not looking the best, so I'm thinking that on my own time, let's go ahead and get rid of that attack. And let's give him some more defense. I see that his defense isn't really the best, so he can take just a better hit. And oh wait, what am I saying? He has the attack attachments, so I'll just go ahead and get rid of those and just give him defense. Okay, I'm just dumb. Next up, Craniamon Digivolve 2. Tiger Vespamon. That's right. We now have our very own Tiger Vespamon. So cool. I would like to use the Digimon that's in the middle portrait in the future, but right now, I really want to use Tiger Vespamon. Such an awesome design for an insectoid Digimon. And there's something about the insectoids that they just look so well done. I'm guessing because a lot of insects have their own version of armor, being their exoskeleton. Just very, very awesome. So, Mach Stinger V, or Victory. 6 physical attacks, 20 electric damage to 1 foe, tends to crit more often. Royal Commando, 10% chance of paralyzing target. Okay. Still very, very cool. Okay. And last but definitely not least, Taomon Digivolve 2. Kazuhamon. That's right. The darker, edgier version of Sakuyamon. Everyone saw the portraits unlock there. I only did that to gain more skills, but it is going to be Kazuhamon that we're going to use. I think Sakuyamon is definitely overused when it comes to Cyber Sleuth. And, well, the videos I've seen, I mean, she is good. Not gonna lie, she's very good. But let's go ahead and see what Kazuhamon can do. So, Supreme Focus prevents confusion. Okay, I can already see why Sakuyamon's better, because she has the same skill as Taomon, which is the Android Wisdom. But still, confusion is still good. Panic is such an annoying status, so I'm fine with this. It's still useful. So let's see here. Tai Zokai Mandala. Magic attack, 70 dark damage to all foes. Undoes accuracy, evasion, or crit boosts on target. Always hits. Okay, so if they buff themselves, we can just get rid of them. Okay, okay. Very good. Okay, but yes, we are going to be using Kazuhamon. Absolutely, we're not changing her for anything. Alrighty. And last but not least is Hisaryumon. Just with 11 Digimon, it's kind of hard to do 3-3-3. But he will have his rite of passage once we face off against Examon once again in an all-out dragon fight. So, let's see. First and foremost, let's go ahead and use that Memory Up Deluxe. We have now 160 memory. Let's go ahead and see if we have enough to finally bring all of our megas. Let's see here. So Lucamon, thank you for accompanying us for now. Edamon, always nice to have you. So let's see. Where is our first? Oh, right. They're level 1 right now. So, Dianamon, come along with. Gankomon, come along with. Imperial Jamon Dragon Mode, come along with. Valkyriemon, shoot, we still cannot bring her along with either. So we still need even more memory. Still need even more memory. That's crud. Okay. Seeing these guys' stats, I at least think that Because I don't know, like, going against Examon at level 1? Like, not exactly sure if that would be, like, the best idea. Considering... Yeah, because we've done that before, and it definitely did not go well for us. So I am thinking at least level 30 for these guys. And Hisariomon, I mean, you're fine right now. You're gonna have your rite of passage. And we'll just use, like, brave points, or I'll cut to once we have him at level 30. Like, I'll train him off screen. So, yeah, let's do that. So, Mega Gargomon, you can stay behind for a little bit. And let's see, where is Valkyriemon? Let's go ahead and get these guys up to level 30. I really don't think... Yeah, we did that before and it did not go well for us. So, even though they have pretty good stats, going up against Examon at level 1, I don't think is going to be a good idea. So, okay. So, next thing we're going to do is, let's go ahead and rearrange these guys' equipment. So, the boss did say that there was a bulletin board here in Nakano. Here we go. This bulletin board is packed with people's grievances. I hear strange groans during the night. I saw a monster's shadow inside Nakano Broadway. Bizarre things are happening more and more. What's going to happen to us? That detective agency's gotta be behind this. I'll just pretend I didn't read that last part. Exactly. Hey, we've got another case to tackle. Hope you're ready for another day of hard... Hold on. What's this about that bulletin board? So people are saying this place is taking a turn for the even weirder. Sounds like the residents have a lot of pent-up frustration that they're letting out now. We definitely aren't lacking in people who've got it out for us. Once you're a bad apple in their eyes, you're always one, even if you're innocent. Let's see what we can do to clear our good name. What do you say? Five new cases. Well, okay. What's this one about the bulletin board? Nakano's legendary busters. Kyoko Kuremi? Oh, okay. This is a case from the Broadway management. There are strange rumors in Broadway. Solve them with these guys. We get a farm expansion plugin, so let's go ahead and do it. Hi, it's these guys again. Nice to see you. Hey there, May. You're early today. Of course, when we heard you had something intriguing to share with the club, how could we not rush on over? May, calm down. You sound a little overeager. Sorry, Detective. She's just a little worked up. That's May for you, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And I see it's all the same gang from our Shibuya Hirosaka experiment earlier as well. Hehe, color me surprised to see you all still part of the occult club. Takes guts to stay around after what happened in Shibuya. Haha, that's all on May. After that experiment, she really started devoting herself to running the club. She's practically on fire. Yup, I owe it to you all now that I know there really are strange mysteries like that lurking around in the world. Just don't say I didn't warn you if you get caught up in something serious one of these days. Oh, I'm doing this research precisely to prevent that from ever happening. You have to know what you're up against to survive. Everyone knows that. Anyway, I'm sorry to call you all out here when you're so busy as it is. No, it's perfectly fine, I promise. When we hear the occult is afoot somewhere, we can't help but come running as fast as we can. That's our job as the Iniden Occult Research Club. Heh, well, I appreciate your vigor. Still, that being said, Tokyo has more than its fair share of occult phenomena going on these days, so why bother coming over to our neck of the woods? Well, when you put it like that... Isn't it obvious? Nakano is leagues apart from anything else you could call an occult mecca around here. Exactly. I couldn't have put it better myself, Kenji. That's just what I'd hope for out of the vice president. Heh. Aw, May. Yeesh, Kenji, you're not exactly doing us any favors getting her all hyped up even more, you know. Well, what I said is still true. All sorts of weird, unusual things go down here in Nakano. I mean, there's the bleeding mural that's said to have blood gushing out of mouths and eyes in the lobby on the first floor lobby, for starters. Then there's the skeleton pool, home to a pile of abandoned corpses that turned to bones overnight. Rumor also has it that late at night, there are people clad in white flying over the roof while holding a hidden sabbat. And then you've also got the mysterious fish rains that have poured down over Nakano for ages, foretelling imminent misfortune. All of those things remain unsolved, so naturally. Funny you should mention those specifically, because I actually solved them already. What, you did? You already solved them? What's this already talk? This is my home base, and as a detective, if you tell me something weird is up, of course I'm going to look around. That's all long in the past. Aww. Hehe, why the long face? I didn't say this case wouldn't be up your alley. As for your reward this time around, how about I give you guys my file with all the so-called supernatural cases I've worked on? Oh, then of course we'll do it. Tell us more. That's the spirit. I fully intend to make use of your club's unique expertise for today's case. As we've already discussed, Tokyo has become a real hotbed for the supernatural, and it goes without saying that Nakano is no exception. The reports and complaints I've been getting from other tenants don't look to be letting up anytime soon, and so they've asked me to solve some. But even with my assistant on board, there are just too many for us to handle by ourselves. There are essentially 4 different odd phenomena going on around here that I want you guys to solve with your passion and young sensibility. 4 oddities. Okay, go on. First, I want to figure out what's behind 3-legged Matthew, who wanders around these parts in search of something. Then, I want you to look into the Katakata, who roams the floors of Nakano Broadway. After that, go look into the Reaper elevator, which ascends from the basement to the 4th floor at 2 a.m. And last but certainly not least, see what you can find about Master Tip Tap, a spirit. Oh, these all sound great. This is going to be lots of fun to work on. I've given these legends their names based on eyewitness accounts I've heard. Now it's on you guys to solve Nakano's urban legends, alright? What do you say? Will you go for it? Okay, this is so exciting. I can't wait to get started. Everybody, we're heading to K Cafe to formulate our plan on the double. May, wait up. Those two sure can't contain themselves. Well, we better indulge them and head on over. Not like we have much of a choice. Yeah, what are you thinking, Kyoko? They are just kids. I mean, so are we, and we became a cyber sleuth. But still. And... well, let's just make sure that they are okay. Don't think you get to take it easy now. You're joining up with them too. Yes, boss. Just no coffee, please. This might be a bit awkward to ask, but I've noticed your assistant kind of just zones out sometimes. Is everything alright? It's nothing too severe right now, but I can tell things are starting to get unstable with Ami's body. Control over data is slipping. It's nice to see Pete, but okay. Something's wrong with us as well. Really, Ami seems to have even forgotten what's happened there. Well, now that we're well into the night, our time has finally come to spring into action. Since we're here, might as well start on the first floor. We're going through every floor and checking whether these strange things are actually taking place, right? Right, since the reports of three-legged Matthew seem to center around this floor, we'll start with that for now and go from there. Alright, then let's get to work. I figured out a little of three-legged Matthew's backstory, so get this. 30 years ago, there was this popular Anita doll whose clothes you could swap out. Matthew was another doll who was her ex-boyfriend. Originally, he was described as being her fiancé, but another male doll that showed up later, Lance, a diplomat, became popular. At some point, Lance and Anita got hitched, and Matthew was relegated to the ex-boyfriend position. I wouldn't go that way if I were you. It's just a bad direction to head in at this hour. It turns out there's an epilogue of sorts to Matthew's story. After he lost Anita to Lance, Matthew went insane and attacked Lance, chopping his body up and sending the pieces to Anita. But things didn't go entirely according to plan when he tried to send the final piece to her, a single leg. Because as it turned out, Anita was putting Lance's body back together using forbidden dark magic. What Matthew did in response was attach that final leg to his own body, ostensibly in an effort to ensure Lance could never be revived. Ever since, he's apparently been walking around with much difficulty on his three legs, roaming about here and there. Forever searching for memories of the good old days he and Anita once had. You know, I think Manaka and Kenji make for a cute pair, don't you? Oh, but don't tell them I said that, okay? Nakano Broadway at night feels really creepy. I mean, during the day there are some floors I don't like visiting, but this is something else. Nothing really out of the ordinary here. Alright, then onto the second floor. Now to turn our attention to Kata Kata. Well, time's a-wasting. Off we go. Hehehe. Hehe. Manaka's such a fraidy cat, but she still loves it when Kenji talks about occult stories all passionately and stuff. I don't think anybody up against a spirit that could go 150 kilometers per hour would have any hope of escaping. If you bump into it, it's game over. From what I can tell, Kata Kata is derived from the famous Teke Teke legend. Teke Teke is an apparition who lost her feet in a train accident. She can travel up to 150 kilometers per hour with just her arms, laughing as she pursues people. Kata Kata is therefore an altered form that Teke Teke came to adopt after many years. The name Teke Teke supposedly comes from the sound she makes when she moves with her arms. So where does Kata Kata come from? Nothing to report here either. Yep, let's make our way up to the 3rd floor. What'll we run into up here, I wonder? Only one way to find out. Let's split up and get to work, everyone. Hehehe. Ugh, you seem totally bored, Lily. You're just spouting weird stuff now. Hey, Manaka, how are things going with you and Kenji? How far have you two progressed? Tell me, tell me. What better time is there to talk about love than the middle of the night? If you happen to meet Kata Kata, she'll ask, "Need your legs?" And if you don't give her the right response, she'll run off with yours. What's the right response? It's, "I'm using them right now." She's surprisingly cooperative, it turns out. Oh, hey, I think I figured out why she's called Kata Kata. Kata Kata originally lost her legs after falling onto train tracks in Hokkaido, so maybe her name comes from the sound teeth make when chattering. Why isn't there anything special happening tonight? We've got one more floor to go. Surely there's something to find up on the 4th floor. Come on, let's head for the elevator. Alright, come to us, O Reaper Elevator. Make thyself known before us. It's past 2 a.m. now. Why? Why isn't anything showing up? I called out to it and everything, but there's no sign of it appearing at all. This sucks. I hate it. I just want to see the Grim Reaper at least once in my lifetime. Is that too much to ask? May, it's okay. There's still hope. Just keep it together. Wow, I never took her to be the type to throw a tantrum when things go poorly. May, we're getting worried about you. Why don't we take a little break at K Cafe? When we meet up earlier yesterday afternoon, the owner said it was fine to use it as a break room. It shouldn't be locked. She's not going to listen to reason. I'm in favor of it. I'm beat. I could use a rest after all that investigating. We can't. There's still Kotsu to check. We have to check everything again. Top to bottom, there has to be something here. I just know it. Alright, we get it. Let's just go inside K Cafe for a bit so we can reassess the situation. Sound good to you? There's nothing here. No ghosts, no spirits, nothing. Nothing. Oh, cheer up. Since when does the good stuff ever happen on the first day you do this sort of work? Well, I just want to see Matthew Katakata, the Reaper Elevator, and Master Tip Tap. It's okay, May, really. I'm sure something will come along soon. Really? You sure? What's wrong? Don't you guys hear it? You're right. Is that the elevator? Maybe it's Kyoko? But she's not the only resident here. Who could it be? Wait, maybe it's a cop? That sound just now. Did the elevator just arrive on this floor? It must have. It's the Reaper elevator. It came. I knew it was real all along. Oh my god, that sound. Is that Master Tip Tap? But now it's a different sound. Don't tell me it's... Wait, was that somebody's voice? What's going on? What are you kids doing in here? We could ask the same question. Why are you here so late? Late? Missy, it's morning already. I always come in here to relax around this time. Huh? But it's not even 4 yet. Well, actually, it makes sense. My grandpa tends to get up really early, too. Oh, I get it now. That's why the K Cafe owner had this place unlocked. It's so this guy can use it. Hey, Ami, what's wrong? Huh? Wait, am I seeing what I think I am? Is that a third leg? What? What are you blathering about now? Those dentures, are they making that chattering noise because they're misaligned? You also came from that elevator, which would make you the Reaper? Hey, who are you calling a Reaper? Then the tapping sound must have come from... No! You mean to tell me that this old guy is the one behind all of the local urban legends here? You have to be kidding. Oh. May's mournful cries could be heard all throughout the building that night. I get the feeling she's not gonna be allowed to come back here. So it looks like you guys came through and solved all of the mysteries. I couldn't have asked for a better end result than what you found out. What's so good about it? It was all just because that old guy takes early morning walks. Perhaps, but as they say, truth is stranger than fiction. Get real here. Who could have ever seen any of this coming? Let me ask you something. While you were out running around solving mysteries, what were you picturing inside your head? Scooby snacks, maybe? Never mind. Or Fred, in this case, Kenji. Did you see things in pitch dark? Did you hear things in deafening silence? Personally, in my opinion, I'd say such strong human imaginations are key to engaging in supernatural research. I feel like I kind of get it, but don't at the same time. Those are just my own thoughts on the matter. Don't read too deeply into them. Hopefully, having reached the conclusion that you guys have, it's given you some things to think about individually. Now, as promised, I believe I have my files to hand off as your reward. Those won't be necessary. We'll solve those other mysteries ourselves through our own efforts. Our own efforts and our boundless passion and imagination. Oh, that's a fantastic attitude to have. Wow, Kenji, that's actually kind of cool of you to say that. Perhaps I was out of line then. If you insist that much, then I won't worry about it. Oh no, we'll still gladly take them off your hands, Detective. What are you saying, May? Haven't you been paying any attention to what's going on? So, do you mean to tell me you're not even a little interested in what's inside those files? Really, Manaka? Well, maybe just a little. If you aren't, then I'll just go ahead and read them by myself. Hey, that's no fair. Man, and here I was thinking I was acting cool for once, too. Kenji, you did great. Don't let this get you down. Just try harder next time. Well, I'm gonna take off now. Catch you two later. Looks like it's just the two of us again, Ami. I didn't expect them to run off with only one of my files. Either way, we can now report back to the other tenants that those issues have been taken care of. Hopefully, that'll improve our standing a little. Those occult club kids are something, though. They're growing up so fast. Maybe one of these days, they'll start to be friendly rivals of yours. That'd be fun, right? What makes me drag my old bones out here every morning, I wonder? This place feels real nostalgic to me for some reason, but I can't pinpoint the reason why. What the? Miko. So, some way, somehow, he knows Pete. Well, let's leave him be for now. Everything was solved. Solve the mystery. It's always interesting how mysteries often lead and tie into one another, but I digress. Great work as always. Get ready for another case soon.